Hi, and welcome to Horror Recapped. Today, we will be talking about the 2014 Spanish horror film, REC 4, which is the fourth and final installment of the REC series. The survivors of a terrifying contagion that turns humans into flesh-eating ghouls are aboard a quarantine ship as a doctor tries to work out the source of the outbreak. Beware, spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. We open to the Special Force Geos being sent to recover Angela, a reporter. Before destroying a building, they begin setting detonators for bombs all over the building before being ambushed by infected people, including Manu and an elderly man. Then, the Geos kill them and a few soldiers who get infected along the way. There are only 2 soldiers remaining, and they hear Angela's cries for help upstairs. Guzman, one of the soldiers, goes up to help her despite the other soldier claiming they didn't have enough time before the bombs would be set off. Guzman finds her and says it's time to leave. Angela wakes up on a ship, in a bright room and chained to a bed with no memory. Dr. Gennard takes a sample of her blood to make sure she's clean. Meanwhile, across the ship, Guzman wakes up and finds an elderly lady who also seems confused. He meets up with his partner, Lucas, assisting with Angela's rescue. Angela attempts to escape in the lab by tricking an orderly into loosening her restraints. She gets a pan free and hits him over the head, removing the needles from her skin. And while escaping, she runs into Guzman, who protects her and won't let anyone get close. Both of them head outside, discovering they're on a boat and are quickly surrounded by armed soldiers. Ricarte and the other soldiers arrive, telling them the situation is not only under control, but Angela's blood is clear of infection. As Guzman is introduced to Captain Ortega, Angela is led back to go rest, promised that there will be no more restraints. Captain Ortega shows him around the ship, revealing that this is his last voyage. We then meet Nick, in charge of Comaps. Nick has been trying to recover the tape from Angela's camera. It shows Guzman that he's hacked the monitors and security cameras from the lab. They reconstruct the events within the apartment complex with Angela's camera, which Nick has been trying to recover footage from. He sends the film to the doctors in their laboratory, where they begin experimenting on the pathogen. That night, there's a blackout, and Guzman finds Angela wandering through the ship's hallways. She claims to have gotten spooked, and Guzman agrees to keep her walking a secret. The doctors on board the vessel discover that their test subject has escaped during the blackout. Ricarte realizes that someone had let it loose. Meanwhile, the cook is attacked by an infected monkey. Running at night, he kills the creature, but the slaughter sprays blood all over the food in the process. When a soldier comes in to take the food to check on the cook doesn't respond, and the soldier takes the infected food to the cafeteria. The old woman wants to eat something, and Lucas talks to the cook, who then attacks him. Lucas locks him in the freezer to escape. Ricarte arrives, claiming he made an antidote and tries using it on the infected cook. However, the cook shows no signs that it's working despite the remedy, which scares Ricarte. The old woman, Guzman, and Angela are informed of the situation, and Ricarte reveals that there's no communication with the mainland. As a storm arrives, things quickly become chaotic. Most of the crew is now infected, including Captain Ortega. Ricarte realizes that his attempts at a cure have been unsuccessful because it requires an unmutated strain of pathogens. This leads him to believe there is no hope, and when he gives up, he tries to pursue the protocol, which is to destroy all of the infected and the ship. Before he can initiate a self-destruct sequence, his assistant tells him that the film has been reconstructed and uploaded. The two of them realize that Angela has been orally infected with a worm-like parasite by the pathogen's original carrier. They conclude that they need to make an antidote from the parasite itself and decide to go after Angela. The ship's lower levels are attacked by Angela, Guzman, and the rest. In all the chaos, they become separated from the old woman. Lucas tries to find her while Guzman and Angela head to the upper deck where Nick is. Ricarte attempts to extract the parasite in a rushed, forced surgery on Angela, who's saved when he's attacked by a now infected Ortega. This allows Angela to escape. Ricarte turns on his assistant after he's infected and searches for Angela, but she ambushes him when he seals himself away, biting him and telling him to scan his blood and prove that she doesn't have a parasite inside her. Ricarte proves her theory when the scans come back negative. Despite the scan demonstrating her correct, Riccardi is convinced that Angela is somehow tricking them. Guzman arrives to aid Angela, but isn't sure if he can trust her. Thanks to Riccardi, Guzman questions Angela, but Angela asks him back. It's then revealed that Angela managed to pass the parasite to Guzman during her rescue. Guzman, in return, traps Angela below as Riccardi launches the ship's self-destruct sequence. Lucas finds the old woman, but sadly, she's already infected. He then reunites with Nick. The duo try and fail in starting the ship's auxiliary engine. Lucas is killed in an ambush of the infected. Nick continues in his search for Angela. He finds Riccardi with an inflatable lifeboat, setting the ship to self-destruct. Nick asks for Angela, but Riccardi informs him that she's as good as dead. Nick knocks him out to continue his search. Angela manages to evade infected monkeys on the ship, running into Nick. The two of them take out the monkeys with a boat motor. Hiding in a room, they're found and attacked by Guzman. He's been possessed by the parasite/demon and tries to reinsert the parasite into Angela. Shortly before he succeeds, Nick and Angela are able to end his life with a harpoon gun. Angela and Nick leave the boat just as the infected begin to chase them. Angela jumps into the ocean, followed by Nick. As they escape, the ship explodes behind them, and underwater, we see that the parasite is not dead. The end credits reveal that Nick and Angela have made it home and are safe for now. And that's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully, you've enjoyed this recap as much as we did. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. While you're at it, if you liked the video and want to look into other movies with us, then be sure to like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. That way, you won't miss a single video.